ya muken du do du menaka baro wari mo nyanta bana so kemmanya aga katnu lanki selli nonaka ona me fam hakar na mincho ona golli yurwa en kama ken nondi wadno ora kawa dome na mo garangati IC gol nyankanga watni sasa kundu antadalna birambe o yakanga tanga nenchoronde a kungol lenge munten buru yaran kunne kengani security nunga na auto para nunga ba police nunga ba immigration nunga ba PIU isu pare mo nyani ba mi sigi mo nyani ba mi ga gollen terni mo be mi ga darabe ko isoro nga ba asu alternative mo nga sasa ni tahana ke goda kebe si mamma Kandeh ay mediken sasa ni mamma Kandeh mi ga kinye haro no gondi sasa yo sasa ni mamma Kandeh hayro no gondi kata hara ma nga nan kinye birambe agari mo wadi tangano no nyalli kesuni demokrasi nyai adi tangano li moto kulle no gondi ya tunjini kata yaran kunne ken no gondi na ille kati Alhaji Tijan Jan anaki nyanda kai angelen kanandi kodo is bismillah.
Well, thank you very much, Haji Sumundu. We remind you that you're watching Nominations Watch on GRTS live from the IEC head office in Kandeh. Well, we've seen Honorable Mama Kandeh trying to make his way to the IEC. Well, I mean, it's a bit difficult for him to, drive through because he has a jubilant crowd with him that have accompanied him to the IEC. So, but it seems that now he's slowly coming amid tight security to the IEC, and looking around, he's been accompanied by a sizable number because they didn't allow all the bu takku ñu dar ko nar ko gunge si fi nga xamantene nak moy fi ci IEC ci walum karange nak jox nañ ko li ci doy sik ndax bu nekkut rek karange bu parti bi ci bopam sos taxawal ko waye ñi nga xamne nak ñoy police yi nekk fi ak ñi nga xamne ñoy paramilitary yi ñoom tamit jox nañu ko li nga xamne moy karange bu doy gunge ko ndax mu ñew wàcc aksi dal di àgg nag ci ñi nga xam ne mooy chairman bu Independent Electoral Commission Alhaji Momar Njie ak waa commission bi kon mu ngi mel ni fu mu nekk ni foofu la ñu tollu angum ci jamono ji nag journaliste yi tamit dem nañu fi nga xam ne mooy ca mutoom bi xam nga bés ni ki tey moom journaliste yi dañuy taataan Bernadette Sané nga xam ne nag boo nokkee sax bugg nañu ko bind boo nokkee maa nga saxat sax bugg nañu ko wax loolu yi tamit dafa bokk ci li nga xam ne mooy doxalinu démocratie parce que tey taxawaay li nga xam ne mooy taskati xibaar yi ak iti tasee xaay xibaar yi dañu am solo trop ci doxalinu démocratie bu sell ci réew mi moo tax tey tamit du ñàkk rek faaw ñu jaaraama leen ñoom ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñooy journaliste yi fi mu nekk nag ñi nga xam ne nag ñooy kàngaam yi nekk ci parti GDC ñoom jot nañoo dugg ci fi nga xam ne nag léegi fu mu nekk nii nag ki nga xam ne moo waral mbaboor gi di honorable Mama Kandeh ci boppam
mi yalan ko nyanda solla December karotil nano ko mobe bolen kalama nyamen nyin nomination dabe kafuni wala kono nomination ate mu fanna kuma batije bawo wolunna mu wolungol mi yalan ko wolle diani watolu watolu la mu nying londe molu kana kala kaytol yita ay sila ka yitandirke ko mi yalan ko ay sinkol ko wala nyin ka bari ngol be tambe dalto jidi sinkol be dato be dunkan bawo ni be dunna jang covid 19 na sartolu pour mobe fonga tankala nyamen fayabe ka
tono men tambita no wolen MC Chamti ko joni noon o waktu ɗo ni yimɓe wono wiyete bom GDC ɓe ngari kamene ɓe ɗowti yeesojo parti mumen no ɗum woni honorable Mama Kandeh kulle aargol lan kamme holle okkira kayri mum séɗeyaji ɗi o hamme mum faale mum tan kulle daragol ngal ponndal carte forndigol famba
his seat now, and also he will be, of course, talking to the IEC chairman Alaji Mawarinjai. Saying after le minkira Gambia Democratic Congress ti after ground on yintole already. Ngajele asita le saying aleta nyaonya asita le saying purka jako dong aning IEC la chairman o se nyatili no nyola pour
this is the nomination forms for Banjul.
And do you have your voter's card?
name of the candidates.
I think this is almost the pair of you. This is the agreement receipt. They are subject to public scrutiny. Come Saturday. Thereafter, we'll communicate to you. Good luck and God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Beji, congrats.
The COVID-19 protocol while putting on face mask, and now he will face the media to respond to certain questions. Well, we have scores of waiting journalists who will be putting questions to the GDC leader, and we will now listen to the interview with journalists, and then hopefully we will try to bring a translation of the interview in the local language.
Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Alhamdulillah.
We are put up by Jammeh and we've been sponsored by Jammeh. What is your comment with regards to
Do I have to make any comment on that of something that was in 2016? And we have all seen what has happened. And if I was put up by Jammeh in 2016, it wouldn't have been like the way it is today.
and become, please?
So I was never put up by Jammeh.
Just a follow-up. For alliance with the PRC, victims who were victimized during the jungle administration are concerned. They are worried that your government, if elected, will not serve their interests. There will be no justice.
That's what you feel, but I believe as Gambians, if I have to represent, I represent everybody.
How do you see that morally?
So I told you.
Siding with the party that is seen as a perpetrator against those victims. How do you feel that?
Are you talking about a party? I believe these are Gambians who you cannot send away from this country, and you are not better citizen than them.
It's not about the people.
Excuse me, you are talking about a party.
Exactly.
Who are in that party? Are they not Gambians? So let me help you here. I have made it very clear that those that have come up with the name TRRC, I believe they have very brilliant ideas, and I am in support of the TRRC because the meaning of TRRC is to reunite Gambians, to bring Gambians together after the truth is been revealed. So we have to reconcile. And I did not create the TRRC, but I believe those that have created the TRRC, they know very well what they are doing, and I think it was a brilliant idea to think about reuniting Gambians, and that is a reconciliation. Thank you.
Can you justify the legality of the alliance with APRC?
I am nominated under the ticket of GDC. I am nominated under the ticket of GDC. I think that is clear. This is what I'm saying. Which APRC did I went with alliance? Can you prove that to me? You said no to alliance. You are talking about another group. So please. Yes. We are going to fight corruption to the latter.
How are you going to fight corruption in Uganda?
There are many ways how to fight corruption. Since this country, this current administration came into power, we haven't had anybody been fired or dismissed from his or her position because of corruption. And we know that corruption is rampant in this country. So,
are you going to fight the solicitation campaigns are anticipating peaceful election? You are a politician with so many followers. What message do you have for Gambians?
My message that I have, not only for Gambians, but as my colleagues, as political party leaders and candidates, my message have always been peace. And everybody can attest to that. And without the peace, we cannot achieve our goal. So I hope every Gambian, all political parties, would want to, maintain the peace and tranquility that the Gambia is known for.
So are you saying there is no alliance between you and the APRC, backed by Jammeh?
This is what my memorandum of understanding. You are talking about a breakaway group. This is not a registered group. So I think that is clear. That is why I am nominated under the ticket of GDC. That's very clear. Yes.
Provide amnesty to Yahya Jammeh.
Well, I don't know where were you when the memorandum of understanding was read, but nothing of that was mentioned. This is what I'm telling you. Nothing of that in my MOU with them is mentioned.
Suppose you are elected today on December 4th as president. You give us 3 immediate priorities.
First, to unite Gambians. We are so divided. We cannot develop this country without unity. And a GDC government will try and do anything possible
The APRC, they are called the National Executive Committee or the National Executive of President Yahya Jammeh. This is how they are labeled. And to know better about what actually this alliance means between these two forces and to the Gambians, I think this was clearly stipulated in our memorandum of understanding, in which all the press media houses were invited to come and listen to and have understanding of actually what this alliance means to the Gambian people. I believe if you get to that document, you will get to understand.
Back to the outside broadcasting program of Kerr Fatou live, covering the nomination procedures for the 2021 elections here at the Independent Electoral Commission or Election House in Kandeh. Buba Gajigo, if you are wondering, is still here. Now, Buba, that was Mama Kandeh. After filing his papers, he came out to face the press, I must say, in a lot more organized way, because we now have a podium provided by the IEC, in which case the candidates don't have to struggle to escape the marauding journalists, as it has been the case with the in the last few days. Now you have a podium where the candidate can stand alone and get questions. The other side of it, of course, is that you can't hear the questions very audibly because they are not using the same microphones. But all the same, the candidates are heard loud and clear. Now, here was Mama Kandeh. Just as it has happened to Ganu of Setijan Hydra, all of a sudden, his party has multiplied in laps and laps when the APRC faction led by Yaya Tamba joined his party, the GDC. And we have seen that, I think, in concrete terms. If you look at the crowd that is behind Kandeh to this nomination center here, you will be amazed that he is able to marshal a huge crowd to cheer him here. Now, this is a manifestation of the marriage he just struck with the faction of the APRC that until recently, until a few days ago, were actually in part of the Ganu alliance. It's interesting to know that according to this APRC faction leader, Yaya Tamba, he and his executives handpicked by Jammeh were trying as much as possible to keep Sheikh Tijan Hydra as Ganu in the alliance. So now if he finds himself almost immediately in the midst, of those elements, the APRC, it will be interesting to know what his feelings are. And I think he should have handled it better. I heard him saying, I am nominated on the GDC ticket. Well, that's the case. But I would have expected him to talk about more about the marriage between him and the APRC. I mean, to come out and openly defend his association with them in more concrete terms than, an evasive way of dodging the question, saying, well, I am nominated by the GDC. But of course, these people are Gambians. This group you are talking about, are they not Gambians? We have to reconcile. I think he should have come more boldly and said, yes, look, I am going to lead a coalition of APRC, not a coalition, and the GDC, and we're going to work on this and that and that and that. I'm the candidate for both sides.
Well, interesting, Mr. Cham. Actually, I think you are right. The way he talked may definitely cause him, because I'm 100% sure there will be people who will be campaigning against him using this statement. Remember, there is two groups already, and then all these groups are claiming to be APRC, and they will want to be called APRC. Of course, Tamba and the group, and Fabakary Tombonjata and the group. Well, when you listen to this name, that is the APRC, not a coalition movement, they are telling you that the people that join Barrow, can come back anytime. They just they just feel like these are people that just went and joined the president. So when you listen to Fabakary, also will tell you these are people that went and joined GANU or GDC. So both sides are claiming to take over the APRC, and then Tamba and the crew are justifying this. They're saying that Jammeh has sacked other people in the party, and they accept it. Why not, if he sacked Fabakary and co, they should also accept. Now, Kandeh talking about the Jammeh section, describing them as a breakaway group, I think is somehow unfortunate. It can cost him during this upcoming, of course, election. For me, if you are going to ask me, now these people will have the ground in order to campaign to tell people that yes, GDC, they registered on GDC ticket, not APRC. So the real APRC is Fabakary and others. This is what these are the things that they will tell people, especially the masses that wouldn't understand what people are saying. I don't know whether. Yes,
I think what Kandeh is trying to make clear is that he did not use GDC and APRC name to get nominated. He wanted to clear that the nomination was done